Hi everyone, I'm Jennifer. I'd like to introduce you to Fluency, a language learning app that allows you to add your own content and participate in simulated conversations. Let's get started. I'd like you to meet Reggie, a young professional in San Francisco who inspired Fluency. Reggie studied architecture in college and grad school. She's married to Aaron, who she met while studying abroad. She's currently a project manager for an architecture firm in San Francisco. Work keeps her pretty busy, but she has a number of hobbies, including travel and studying languages. She dreams of moving abroad with her husband, if ever given the opportunity. Reggie travels abroad regularly and is always looking for better ways to practice her language skills. This year, she's planning a trip to Mexico City. She hasn't practiced her Spanish in a while and is looking to improve her skills before her trip. She's planning to take a cooking class and wants to be able to speak with her classmates and instructor easily. In Reggie's words, I love traveling, and even though my job can be intense, I like to find time to study languages. Reggie has a number of challenges when practicing Spanish to prepare for a trip. She has a demanding work schedule. It's tough to establish a flexible yet regular study schedule. It's challenging to create benchmarks and goals, and it can be hard to stay motivated to study. According to Reggie, my job is demanding. Sometimes I find it challenging to stay on track with personal goals outside work. To address Reggie's needs, Fluency enables users to learn new vocabulary and practice language skills. Based on feedback during user interviews, Fluency focuses on two main functions: learning new words and phrases, and regular testing of what you've learned with the opportunity to review your progress. These diagrams show the basic framework for each of these paths within the app. The user flows inform the development of initial wireframes. Iterations of each screen were explored and the best options were selected. These initial wireframes were further developed into an initial working prototype. A number of users tested the prototype, moving through 4 of the main tasks in the app. Users thought that signing up and starting a lesson was easy and straightforward. When completing a lesson, users found the appearance and configuration of the conversation bubble and the profile icon a little confusing. Navigating to a quiz, especially from the home screen, was also a little confusing. When adding a new word, users were unsure which plus button to use and were unsure that the word had actually been added. Several aspects of the original prototype needed to be revised to address the difficulties encountered in user testing. One user observed that all the icons at the bottom navigation bar aren't actually necessary. So on the bottom bar, the LQ icon was removed. The appearance of the profile settings icon was changed and it was moved to the upper right corner. Another user observed that it's not intuitive to get to the quiz function from the home screen. They started in learn mode and then they weren't sure where to go. Because the app's two main functions are addressed through the learn and quiz modes, the home button link was updated to connect to this screen. Another user commented that the profile icon is misleading. It looks too much like a microphone, and the conversation bubble seems to be pointing toward it. To address that, the appearance and location of the profile icon were changed. The conversation bubble does not point to any icons on the screen, and there's a button at the end of the conversation to end the lesson. Several users observed that the 2 plus icons on the screens to add new words were confusing, and there was no confirmation of adding a new word. This was resolved by removing one of the plus icons and replacing it with a button that says Save. A screen to confirm the addition of a new word or phrase was then added. Moving forward with the development of Fluency, next steps would include adding a settings screen, continuing testing with additional users and refining the prototype based on their feedback, and beginning the process of user interface design and digital mockups. Overall, I've learned about the basic process of UX design. My strengths are based on my current skill set and my experience. I feel pretty comfortable with user research, user flows, and wireframe iteration. I have a tendency to get too focused on details too quickly and definitely see the benefit of engaging in more rapid prototyping and usability testing before getting too settled into the design. Overall, I feel like I have a solid foundation to continue more in-depth study of UX.